Okay, I'm about to get the angle. This angle, like, I actually really love this angle. All right, you guys, do the intro.
The way it feels to live my life in love and your eyes. It seems a little crazy, but keep up. But on his time, don't rush. You gotta make up your mind, 'cause it's your life. The choosing that road is up to.
Hey y'all, it's Brooklyn and I'm back once again with another YouTube video. So as you guys can tell from the title, I'm going to be doing another installment of my 20-something diaries series on my channel. I was gonna do a life update video, then I figured why not have it be a 20-something series video, because a lot of it has to do with my growth. As y'all can see, I am at my apartment for school. This is my first time actually filming here because I haven't really filmed that much since the semester started, which we're gonna get into that later on in the video. But if y'all are new, my 20-something diaries is just encompassing my growth and some things that I've been learning as I'm entering this chapter of my life as a 20-year-old girl. So I definitely wanted to just kind of document my journey and take you guys along with me for the ride, because a lot of y'all have watched me grow up. I started my channel when I was 16 and I'm 20 now, so y'all have witnessed me blossom and grow. For those of y'all who have not seen this face before, hi, my name is Brooklyn. I give y'all content that talks about faith, school-related videos, vlogs, advice videos, music videos that give you guys a glimpse of my life. If you guys have not already, do not forget to hit the subscribe button. Make sure y'all like, comment, and turn on post notifications so that way you guys will not miss out on any uploads. Also, do not forget to follow me on my socials, which are up here and down below as usual. So without further ado, let's get on started. Get on started. Usually I don't do that intro for these videos, but what the heck, it's fine. So basically, I have a note of one of the things I wanted to touch on in the video, so that way I wouldn't be too all over the place. So some of the things that I want to touch on in this video is, number one, I guess just the ups and downs I've been dealing with on my mental and spiritual levels, I guess. As y'all can probably notice, I talk about my faith in my videos, but it's been a while since I actually made a Bible study or the video with the faith related topic, and I honestly feel like it's because spiritually it's been a really weird space. Like, I'm just gonna keep it real. And I also bring up the mental aspect because they both, I feel like, coincide with what I've been going through lately. Some of y'all may have seen on my social media that I had decided to take a brief social media break because I was going through it. Like, when I tell y'all I was going through it, I was going through it. It was just getting really, really tough. And I also noticed that in my academics, had I continued on that spiral, academically I would have suffered. And this is only the start of the semester. Like, listen, junior year, they say it's the most important year. All of your college years are important, but a lot of people say, you know, junior year, that's when you really have to start buckling down. And literally the semester had just started, and so a part of me was dealing with feeling like a failure. That imposter syndrome kind of kicked in, I will say. It caused me to feel like I failed. I don't know what happened, but it was just going out of control. I decided, you know, I was gonna take the whole month of September off social media, and then October I was gonna start easing my way back on social media, because let's be real, October is homecoming and I wanted to, you know, post during that time because, you know, HBCU students, y'all already know how important that time of the year is. So, and as far as YouTube, I honestly, y'all, I did want to film, but I had went home for like a week. I was supposed to film this video weeks ago, but I had went home for a week to get myself together, and I left all of my equipment at home because my room, I don't want to say I don't like how my room looks back at home right now. It's just, it's not like, y'all know what my room looks like, and y'all know, you know, has decorations and the vines are up and all of that, and my room back at home doesn't really have much of that, and so it kind of looks naked. Like, especially during this time, I didn't want to spend so much time focusing on filming. I kind of wanted to just bounce back and get myself back together, and eventually I did. I wrote down a whole, like, let me show y'all. I literally have all these video ideas that I'm going to work on really soon. And then on top of that, I also wanted to focus on school because, again, I noticed that I was starting to academically decline. It wasn't terrible, but if I kept it up, it would have gotten bad. And I did not want that because I am a good student. And it's hard because y'all know, as an influencer or content creator, presence on social media is one of the key factors. However, I will say that, you know, YouTube is more on the entertainment side versus, you know, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, all of that. And so I decided, you know, if I was going to put effort and motivation towards making content, I was going to strictly focus on YouTube. I feel like a lot of the stuff that was triggering me was on Instagram, TikTok, most of those two. Making content genuinely brings me joy. This kind of segues into my next point, but I feel like lately I've also been constantly reminded of the impact that my light has and my life has, and all of the stuff that I've been through is curating my testimony. Lately, I feel like as far as my relationship with Christ, I have been asking a lot of questions, and I've even faced some uncertainty because I'll keep it real. There are some things that, you know, I've been begging and pleading with God to deliver me from. I've seen him deliver other people out of depression and anxiety and, you know, other things of that sort. I had conversations where I'm like, God, I've been praying and begging you to heal me and set me free from this, and I'm still struggling. I felt like God was playing favorites. I felt like he just didn't love me, or that he had something against me, because here I am trying my best to live a life that's pleasing to him and trying to, you know, do the right things and trying to live a holy life. I'm still struggling and falling short. Meanwhile, I literally watch testimonies of people who've been delivered from depression, who've been delivered from anxiety. I would watch those videos to enhance my faith because I was like, okay, God can do it for this person, he can do it for me as well. And because I wasn't getting healed or delivered immediately, I felt like, okay, maybe God just doesn't like me. These are honest conversations I've had with people, I've had with myself, and I feel like that caused me to feel more depressed and more down because, and you know, the enemy does, you know, feed thoughts to us that are not of God. And a lot of the thoughts that was going through my mind was that he favors his other daughters more than me. These thoughts caused me to feel angry towards God, and a part of me was starting to grow bitter. Instead of going to God, I was going away from him, because it was also like a two-sided thing. It was like I felt too ashamed to go to God, but then I also felt too angry or too bitter to go to God. Eventually, slowly but surely, I started praying. I remember I prayed for the first time in like days. It honestly felt really good. Like, and I know we can't always go off of feelings, but I just felt this peace. I could be myself. Not that I'm never myself when I talk to the Lord, but I felt like I didn't have to put on a front, and that I didn't have to hide. And you know, there is a scripture in the Bible that I read challenging, you know, that thought of, oh, like God plays favorites. There's a scripture, I think in Romans, that talks about how God is not a respecter of persons, and other translations it says that he does not play favorites. That was definitely something I was dealing with in my faith. And going back to, you know, not realizing how, you know, impactful I've been, I feel like I've had also a lot of people in my circle who were praying for me. I had a lot of people who reached out to me, checking on me. Like, thank you so much, and I love and appreciate you immensely. They were constantly reminding me that my story will be so special, you know, when it's time to share it. And I feel like slowly but surely I started to feel my strength coming back. Like, as far as getting better and improving myself, I just did not have the motivation. I felt like I had no strength to give. I feel like if it had not been for Jesus, and if it had not been for people in my circle who pushed me, who continued to pray for me, who held me accountable, I would not be here today. There was one instance that I'm recalling literally where I was at Yard Fest at my school. A group of freshman girls, they came up to me and they were like, oh my gosh, are you Brooklyn? And I was like, yes, like it's me. They're like, wait, do you do YouTube? And I was like, yeah. And they're like, we binge watch your videos all the time. We love you so much. And honestly, y'all, it brought me so much joy. And they asked to take pictures with me, and I did. And I even posted them on my Instagram because they were the sweetest girls. Like, I was so like blown away that people actually do watch my content. They watch my videos. And besides them, like, I've had people come up to me on campus. I'm just casually walking and they'll come up to me like, do you do YouTube? And I'm like, yeah. Even those served as reminders of how much of an impact I have made on so many people. I feel like when we face our own challenges, we lose sight of how much our lives have really impacted other people. It's all because of God. No, I will be honest, there were times where I've literally asked the Lord, like, why did this have to happen to me? Honest conversations. And I feel like, you know, he's walking me through why I had to go through certain things, because because had I not gone through these things, or had I been instantly delivered like that, I wouldn't have grown in the process of walking in my deliverance. Lately, I've also noticed how like he's been placing a lot of people in my life in addition to the people I already have in my life, praying for me, who have been there for me, and you know, who I've cultivated new friendships with, and I'm here for it. I love it. I'm here for it. As far as content, I'm definitely trying to film and edit and try to start posting again. As far as Instagram, I'm probably just gonna, you know, promote the new videos and then go back into hiding until homecoming season, because again, like, that's homecoming. We'll see though. We'll see what happens. But again, I just want to thank everybody who has prayed for me, who has lifted me up, who has had me on their mind. I was just thinking about that song, Somebody Prayed for Me, had me on their mind, took the time and prayed for me. I'm so glad they prayed. I'm so glad they prayed. I'm so glad they prayed for me. I'm just really happy and grateful that, you know, there are people who genuinely love and care about me, even when I didn't love and care about myself. Continue to keep me in prayer, because, you know, I have my ups and downs every now and then. And I even pray for those who are going through something, that the Lord will see you through, that he will give you peace of mind, that he will put people in your path to uplift and encourage you. No matter what happens, I pray for all of us that we will not lose sight of how good God is. So with that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and end the video. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you guys check out my other 20-something diary video. I'm definitely going to be pushing a lot of these videos out, because I don't want this to be, you know, just a series that I have and then it kind of just fades out into nowhere. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, turn on post notifications. Also follow me on my socials, which are up here and down below as usual. God bless you guys. I love y'all so much, and I will see you next time. Mwah, bye.